The Syrian Aid Society of America was founded in San Francisco in November 1991 as a response to the mass displacement of Assyrians in Iraq during the First Gulf War. Since then, the organization has continued to advance its mission, focusing on education, humanitarian aid, and sustainable infrastructure. From establishing and sustaining the Assyrian K-12 school system, which educates thousands of Assyrian students every year, to providing daycare services to working families, delivering much-needed medicine and basic medical services to the underserved and remote areas, to rehabilitating schools, dormitories, and houses, to constructing roads, bridges, and irrigation canals in villages, to providing essential social services to the elderly and the poor, as well as refugees and internally displaced people who continue facing daily struggles in a war-torn region. In most recent years, and as a result of the turmoil in the Middle East, the Syrian Aid Society of America has supported the relief efforts, shelters, and medical support for internally displaced people of Mosul, the Nineveh Plain, and refugees fleeing Syria.
Hi, I'm Beneil Dariush, currently number 11 in the world in the Ultimate Fighting Championship, the UFC. And I personally know firsthand how tough it can be to be born in a third world country from a small village. I was born in Iran, and I come from a place called Urmi Juitapa. And I want to tell you about Syrian Aid Society and all the great work they do. I've come a long way, but I've never forgotten my Syrian heritage. For almost 30 years, Syrian Aid Society has focused on humanitarian aid, infrastructure, and education. That's why I'm here to tell you that the Syrian Aid Society needs your help now more than ever. Thanks to the Syrian Aid Society, schools in the Middle East are taught in our language. All classes and all curriculums are taught in Assyrian, and this is all supported by Syrian Aid Society. Thanks to them, medicine and medical aid is more available, and the repair of roads, bridges, and irrigation canals in the villages. For only $50 a month, you can adopt a student and cover his or her teacher's salaries, textbooks, curriculum translation, or transportation. That's right, only $50 a month. Join me in volunteering and donating to the Syrian Aid Society. It's the least we can do. Well, I think martial arts for me is kind of in my blood. As a kid, I always got in a lot of fights, and fortunately for me, martial arts brought a lot of discipline to my life, something I was really missing, and it allowed me to take the talents that I have and use them for God. I support the Syrian Aid Society because, you know, there's a lot of people in the Middle East that need our help, and they're doing that. They're going out there, they're focusing on education, they're focusing on the small villages, and the most important thing, in my opinion, they're focusing on keeping our culture alive there. Ultimate goal in my life is to glorify God. That is the ultimate goal that I have. But in order to do that, you have to recognize the talents that God has given you. Don't abandon them, and if you do cultivate them, make sure you know why you cultivate them, and that's for Him. First, I don't really consider myself a celebrity, but to use the flag is because I'm an Assyrian. So to use any other flag would be dishonest. I would be lying. Whether if it gives me more benefits doesn't matter. I can't live for the world and the benefits it's going to give me. I have to live for the truth. I don't know if I would call it a charity. I believe it's the work for the kingdom, and it's an orphanage. We started an orphanage right after my last fight. I think we started somewhere in April or May, and we have about 20 kids. I was supposed to go out there, I think, end of this month, but I have a fight coming up, so I have to reschedule that. But fortunately, we have a big shipment getting ready to go out there. So September 30th, we'll have a big shipment heading out to Haiti. So for those that want to help out, you can actually message me or just go to ccyl.com, and there is a donation box for Haiti ministry. That's what we focus on. But also, if you want to donate material, a lot of people right now are donating medical material, shirts. We have toothbrushes for kids, shoes for kids, things like that, socks. So if that's something you might be interested in, you can definitely donate to us there as well. My message to the younger Syrian generation, my message to all generations of every culture is put the Lord first. He's gonna make the path clear. Second, you have to be honest with yourself. If you're a Syrian, you can't deny it, because then you lose a part of you. And I think to know who you are, to know where you want to go, these are important things. And I think we have to know who makes our way and who we are, and that's really important. And I think that's why you have to represent our culture well. Sharikun ammi ka hayartit sitit udranan aha ila wajibutit chulan.
The AASA continues to celebrate the rich Assyrian culture through the Mesopotamian Night Project, founded in 2007. The Syrian Aid Society project has gained significant accomplishments in not only setting the bar for promoting the Assyrian arts, but also strengthening its humanitarian efforts. For over a quarter of a century, the Syrian Aid Society of America is still here, still strong, and still one of the most trusted and respected Assyrian charities in the world. The Syrian Aid Society of America. Let us continue to create hope together.